They beat Fulham away. They beat Luton away. They beat Everton away. They didn't concede a goal. If you're a defender, or Anana at the back, by the way, if you're a defender or goalkeeper, you've done your job. Yeah. So Harry Maguire, in terms of Premier League, has had a good month.
I think it's fair to acknowledge his contribution. I think he's done incredibly well, and particularly when you think about the starting point for him.
Yeah.
He has been. I mean, derided to a ridiculous level. He has been hustled, he has been hounded, and at various points it looked like his Manchester United career should be over.
Yeah, 100%.
He's done very well to fight back from the brink. It felt impossible. I still don't think he's good enough to play for Manchester United if Manchester United are to be the club that they want to be. But I do think we have to acknowledge his contribution. Yeah.
To get back in, again, considering all the stick and flack he gets from us as well, from pundits, I've even seen certain players tweet about him. But the stick he gets to get back in and fight for your place.
Yes.
You've got to credit that.
The only problem is, okay, Manchester United have had a good month if you want to position it that way. And, you said that they haven't conceded.
What do you mean position it that way? In the Premier League, they have had a good month.
Yes.
They've won 3 games out of 3. That's a good month.
Addy, it isn't.
The aim of the game is to get 3 points.
No, the aim of the game is to get 3 points for them, but the aim of the game for us is to employ a little bit of critical thinking here, right? Yes, they've had a good month if you want to look at the top line and you want to look at the amount of points that they'd managed to accrue. But basically, in that month where they've been so brilliant, they've beaten Fulham 1-0.
Yeah,
and there was an element of fortune to that one. They've beaten Luton Town 1-0.
Not easy.
And again, there was an element of fortune to that one.
But they beat them.
And they've beaten Everton 3-0, which I think is impressive and significant.
By the way, there was a lot of
and there was an element of fortune to that as well.
Everton were really good, yeah.
So I think it's our responsibility to acknowledge, firstly, yes, things are going well. They're picking up the points, which is all that matters, and there is a stinginess to the defence that needs to be admired. But, I mean, come on. Luton, Fulham and Everton.
Okay.
Come on, we have to look beyond. Yeah,
three teams. You're right. Three teams down the bottom of the table.
This happened fairly recently when Ange Postecoglou got Manager of the Month. In the same month that Mikel Arteta had beaten Man City. It's not right. It's not right that it's gone to Erik ten Hag, and it's not right that it's gone to Harry Maguire. We can acknowledge that they've done well without giving them this award, surely.
No, fair point. And the thing is about this as well is obviously look, it's the Premier League awards, right? But it's hard not to look at the other results in other competitions because they were in November.
Yes.
I mean, they got beat 3-0 by Newcastle in the Carabao Cup.
Yes.
They lost 4-3 at home to Copenhagen in the Champions League, and they drew 3-0 at Galatasaray.
Yeah, they basically went out the Champions League. Yeah. And then 2 days into December, which I know is no longer the month, they put in one of the worst performances I think I've seen from Manchester United in ages away at St James's Park.
Yeah, so although I can say that, Harry Maguire's playing fantastically well and he's not conceding goals, well, they've conceded 10 in other competitions in November. 10!
Exactly.
And look at the teams. I mean, Copenhagen, 4. Galatasaray, 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. They've also, this is the bottom line as well. They are effectively out of the Champions League. They are out for, bar the shouting, they are out of the Champions League. Can it ever be a good month when your team have capitulated in a Champions League group where they are so capable of going through? When the draw for the Champions League was done, I thought it was a very kind, very generous draw for Manchester United. Yeah. You've got Bayern Munich in the group who are obviously an incredible team with a rich history in Europe and genuine European pedigree. They're going to blitz it, which should just allow for Manchester United to ease through beating the likes of Galatasaray and Copenhagen.
Shall I play a game with you? I actually did this game last week on the show. Gary Neville nicked it, but it's fine. It's Gary.
Is Gary Neville stealing your ideas?
100% stole it. 100%. It's fine.
Gary.
It's okay. Play a game of who would you keep from this United 11 that played Chelsea.
Okay, this is a great game.
Literally, keep or sack. Okay. It's that simple, right?
Yeah.
No third option. Anana.
Sack.
Dallo.
Sack.
Oh, he kind of started a bit there. Maguire.
Sack.
You can't sack everyone. Lindelof.
Sack. Should have been sacked years ago.
Yeah. Luke Shaw.
Keep.
Yeah. McTominay scored 2 goals.
Sack.
No, come on, stop it. You need
Scott
a McTominay. You need a McTominay.
Are you joking?
You need a McTominay.
This is not the hill for you to die. This isn't a fight.
No
way.
You need a McTominay-like player.
Adi Oladipo, you've had such a big week. You've been doing some really prestigious work. You're now hosting a talkSPORT show, and your stock has just plummeted. Your stock has just plummeted. You're going to fight for Scott McTominay. Right, Scott McTominay, who West Ham decided wasn't worth 40 million quid.
He scored 2 goals against you. He scored quite a few goals this season, McTominay. Obviously, goals don't mean enough. Amrabat, who you loved.
Amrabat, sack.
Okay, good. All right. Anthony, don't even need to answer that.
Sack. Passionately sack.
Bruno
Fernandes. Yeah. Keep.
Okay. Garnacho.
Keep.
Højlund.
Sack.
That's a bit early for Højlund. You know, no one's talking about the fact...
Scored a goal, Eddie.
That's crazy,
Nicholas
isn't it?
Jackson's one of the worst strikers I've ever seen. I've seen him score a hat-trick.
Why is no one talking about the fact that Højlund's not scored a Premier League goal yet?
Because people... Do you know what it is?
How's he got away with that?
I'll tell you why. Because Manchester United fans, they're very clever and they're obviously... There's a lot of them about. He is the top goal scorer in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it?
And that's what it is. They keep using that as some way to deflect the criticism for the Premier League. Like, he isn't even a threat, really, in the Premier League. Like, it's not like he's playing well and missing chances or whatever. He's not even... You know when people... You know when Liverpool fans defend Darwin Núñez and they say...
But he's a threat.
Chaos.
He's a big threat, yeah.
Like, I just don't think Højlund is the guy. I really don't.
It's crazy. Obviously, that was just a bit of fun there, but I think you probably got rid of about 7 players. And it shows how far United are away from the United that we grew up watching, but it happens. Ten Hag won Manager of the Month. Quick word on Mr. Ten Hag. Obviously, a lot of pressure falling his way as well. But again, form team of the Premier League, right? I mean, United.
Yeah, yes. Again, though, I think Erik Ten Hag has done well. I think he's been very resilient, and he does demonstrate certain qualities that I love in a manager. There are certain things that Erik Ten Hag will do that should be admired and acknowledged. For example, he's a very brave manager. He will make massive decisions. Look at what he did the other day against Chelsea, for example, dropping Marcus Rashford. So I rate that, but I still think he'll do very well to see another season after this one.